Hey everyone, as you can guess from the title, this is the second part of the previous anime list where a popular girl falls in love with unpopular boy. As you guys enjoyed the first part, I decided to make a second one. Also, you can watch the first part if you haven't already for more anime recommendations of this genre. But before we start, be sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications to never miss upcoming videos. In 10th place comes in Yamada's first time. If I had to explain this in a single sentence, it would be ecchi comedy at its finest. The story is slightly weird, as you can guess from the title. It's about a girl named Yamada, who wants to do sex with 100 men by the end of high school. But what's concerning to her is that she thinks her female part is strange looking and believes others will judge her for it. So she sets her eyes on a fellow virgin named Takashi, who's an aspiring photographer with a heart of gold. This show isn't all about fan service, it also has pretty hilarious comedy that is bound to make you laugh.
また来てろ。ほら、お前暴れてんぞ。
私にもちょうだい。
ん？
In 9th place is Sing Yesterday for Me. Rikuo Wozumi is a college graduate with no future goals and a dead-end job. His friends have begun their lives as adults, leaving him behind. Throughout Sing Yesterday for Me, he encounters other people like him. Shinako, his old friend from school, and now a full-time teacher, struggles to move on from a loved one's death. The two reconnect when she comes back to town for a local job. He conflates his desire to find purpose with his unrequited love for Shinako. After he confesses to her early on, she made the choice to just stay friends. Then there's Haru, an eccentric high school dropout with no future goals, only her love for Rikuo. What you can learn from this anime is, life is complicated, especially when it comes to love. In 8th place is Norin. This anime is about farming. Who knew farming could be filled with so much passion and fun? Well, probably not as much in real life, but certainly in anime anything can be made fun, even something as mundane as farming. With unique characters and strange, humorous twists at every episode, I was grinning most of the time. The anime is more comedy than romance. It has some parts with kind of drama/romantic themes, but the main thing here is the hilarious comedy that will make you burst out in laughter. Every episode was fun to watch. The characters are interesting, the main character is well balanced between wacky and serious, the supporting characters are interesting as well.
いや、これは
それ、更衣室からなくなった私の下
水だ水だ
仕方ないわよ。お年頃だもの。
お年頃だ
In 7th place is Nyenkoi. In this anime our main character is allergic to cats even though all the people around him are cat lovers. One day, while returning home from school, Junpei nonchalantly attempts to kick an empty can into the trash, but miserably misses. Instead of making it to the garbage, the can ends up breaking off the head of a cat deity statue. That fateful day, he is cursed with the ability to understand cat speech. However, he must keep his curse a secret from everyone else, because anyone who finds out will become more accident-prone and share the same fate as him. This anime was very fun and interesting to watch, and I enjoyed it a lot.
浮気したんだもん。仕方ないよね。
浮気俺、檜山さんと付き合ってないよね。
今はね。でも近い将来は違うわ。
In 6th place is Love Tyrant. Death Note is easily one of the most popular and instantly recognizable anime out there. This show is essentially a parody of the series Death Note, but in this instance, the Death Note is now replaced with a new book called the Kiss Note, an extremely powerful tool that can make two people fall in love by writing their names on it, regardless of the gender, providing that they kiss one another, that is. This feature, in particular, comes greatly in use for the yaoi enthusiast, Guri, a hyperactive idiot Cupid whose task is to match up potential couples with each other. However, she accidentally writes the main protagonist's name in the book by the name of Seiji, and he has to kiss someone, otherwise Guri will die. He then decides to kiss his crush, who turns out to have a mad obsession with him. That's basically the whole story, and overall it was a very funny anime to watch with some crazy girls. In 5th place is True Tears. True Tears is a fairly typical slice of life romance comedy drama based on an unusual theme of tears. From the beginning the story is pretty ordinary for this type of anime, as it has a male protagonist and it introduces him, his surroundings, and the heroines involved in the story. However, it is really difficult to tell what the story is entirely about or where it is headed, until things reach a certain point. That is when some major developments arise, but it's a shame that the series is almost half over by that point. Overall, True Tears proved to be a great romance anime. In 4th place is After the Rain. In this anime our main male character is not a boy, rather a man. It's an anime about lost youth and finding yourself through another person. Getting straight into this show at first may set off some red flags. The idea of a high school student being interested in someone over 40 years old can rub someone in the wrong way. It feels as if the show commits the sin of an unhealthy relationship or daydream fantasy. However, that is not how you should experience the series' intentions. The age gap is actually properly addressed, and nothing that should be worrying happens. In conclusion, I think this show did just about everything it was set up to do, and that's to deliver a drama story with realistic human feelings. In 3rd place is bottom-tier character Tomozaki. The story is about Tomozaki. He is one of the best gamers in Japan, and in his opinion, the game of real life is one of the worst. No clear-cut rules for success, horribly balanced, and nothing makes sense. But then he meets a gamer who's just as good as him, and she offers to teach him a few exploits. This show is currently airing, and I think it would be a fun romance anime to watch. In 2nd place is White Album 2. I hate this anime, not because how bad it is, but because it's so good. This is another sad and depressing anime that somehow touches your heart. The entire story revolves around the 3 main characters, namely Kitahara, Toma, and Ogisa. At first they might look common, typical or plain, but later on as the characters reveal more and more of their personalities and problems, they'll also grow on you. With the intent of being good friends, a simple admiration turned into something more, but the intrusion of another led to a love triangle conflict without even realizing it. The story grows beyond from here, but as much as I would like to tell more, I would rather have you watch it as it would only spoil all the fun. In 1st place is Horimiya. This anime literally goated only after its first episode was aired, and everybody has very high expectations from it. I've watched the currently aired episodes, and enjoyed them very much as well. The artwork in this anime seemed really good to me, and as for some other aspects I can't say it until it's fully aired. I only hope that it lives up to our expectations to deliver a great romantic story for us to enjoy.
あ、意外と下まつげ長。
堀さん?
Alright everyone, that's it for today's list. Be sure to subscribe for more if you haven't already, and also let us know your thoughts on the video in the comments section and give a like as it will help us bring more awesome videos in the future. Also you can join our Discord server to chat with other otakus like yourself. With that being said, see you next time.